team, Sage here, aka the Golf Hackr. Welcome back to the Golf Hackr channel and another episode of Scratch22. Wasn't able to get out on the course this week, so we're going back out for some more lessons with Caroline. This was the latest lesson I had, and again we're just working on very basic things. She noticed my alignment was a bit out when setting up at the ball and my turn was just way off. This is what we worked on. I'm sure those of you that haven't been taught anything around these aspects before can take something away from this, so stay tuned. Here we go.
Right, just stay there, Mike. Just stay there.
Right, yeah.
I always feel
Sure.
this foot splays out a bit.
Right.
So, yeah. If you're that way, you are
Yeah.
setting up slightly open.
Of course, yeah.
Just make sure you're comfortable. Big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watch you set up on all of them. Just come my side for a second. And I always feel with this foot, you're just a little bit there.
Sure, okay.
Foot and hip.
Right.
So then as you're coming in, you're just going to have that little bit.
Sure.
Whereas when you just manage to square up,
Okay.
so it's feet, knees, hips, shoulders, you actually got the response there.
Sure.
So they start to leak out a bit to the right from a little bit of, see the difference?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
And then you then start to try and control it through your hands. As you've got to, yeah, we've got to let the hands just unfold. But I always feel it. It's always just there with you.
Okay.
Okay, so again at home, square kitchen floor tiles, just really, I haven't said, but really work getting on these lines because you're always just a bit, I'll open it.
Sure.
Okay. Right, so if going back to our very first video, first or second video, we started to talk more about turn. First video I think was more about setup. Second video we started to talk about turn. So you're swinging it nicely, of course you are, but there is definitely an element of you really working shoulders and not a lot's happening. Okay. There's not a lot of coil is happening. So it's not a shoulder turn, it's never a shoulder turn, it's always a torso turn. So it's lower abdomen and sternum, that's the way I think of it, sort of rib cage, pelvis, work together. They work together. So a straightforward way of saying it, sternum, lower abdomen, 2 golf balls when we do this. Here we want to turn them together, but we want the legs to support.
Sure.
Not so you get this, you get right, give me your club, just rest it on there so it doesn't get wet. Put those on, so we're here and here, that's it. Press them in quite hard, then the brain goes there. So now from there, keeping the legs as they are, turn to your right. That's better. That's better. Just separate, get the lower golf ball a bit lower. Yeah, and put this one up a little bit higher. That's it there. Press them in so you can feel them. Now from there, I want you to get the feeling you're just going to turn to the right. That's better. Trying to keep that knee flex, now just turn. That's better.
Sure.
Now stay there. That's better. Now from there, release through. Good. Do that again. Right, we've got to get you back into your turn drills at home.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to get you into these movements because this is what's going to really start, that's better. This is what's going to start to get you moving better. So you're a little bit, it's getting better, but it's a little bit too reliant, it's a little bit too much, and then we're a little bit stuck here. We've got to get the coil and the release. Yeah. Hold it there. Right, so You've got to start to feel these feelings. So we've got like a pattern across here.
Right.
So this knee's come in. Now, I want you to go back and stand normally, stand straight. Now, I want you to turn without that knee being allowed to come across.
Okay.
So the knee has to come forwards.
Has to come forward.
So you're going to turn, oopsie, sorry. You're going to turn like, so I'm turning normally, boom.
Yep.
To there. Now I'm going to do the same turn, but I'm not going to allow this knee to follow its natural course. I'm going to hold it. Now you tell me what that feels like. Right, there's your answer. That's what you do in the golf swing.
Right.
Okay, so no, yeah, that's what you do in the golf swing. Right, stand up. Don't do what you're doing now. Get it back into your upright. Get back into your upright posture. Now turn, get a slightly wider stance. Now turn totally naturally as if you're going to see me. That's what has to happen to your legs.
Sure.
Now, get back into that upright posture. Now, don't let that left knee follow suit, as in hold it in that position. Hold it in that position. Hold. Now come on, turn. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So when you hit balls, your left knee goes forwards. Right. Always forwards. Right. We've got to get you. So if you're going forwards, is there any in the ball and socket joints of your hips? Is there any internal or external rotation? No.
No, you just sort of
Yeah. Okay, but if we do this, internal, external on both sides, obviously one's opposite, where's that knee going? So if I came now, do that again. So you're more here, aren't you?
Right.
Yeah, because all the time you're doing this, you're doing, watch me, you're going, yeah. So your legs work more than your, we've got to really, you can play golf like that all the time. You can go and play golf like that. That's absolutely fine. But we've got to address this turn away from the ball. Sure. We've got to get you freer through these hips. Right. Because you'll hit a point in your plan and you won't come off a figure, because you'll hit a point that we've got to get this consistency to get these scores down consistently. Sure. But I'm not going to throw this at you in this lesson now. This is how we've got to hit. This is what we've got to start to really work on. And you've got to start to grasp the concept of this turn. Maybe next lesson we'll spend time in the gym just doing turns in front of the mirror. Okay. So you can start to really see what you need to be doing, because you will go home today and you won't have taken on board how I need you to start learning to turn, because you've got it so ingrained. It's we've got to get your upper to separate from your lower. Whole torso, boom.
So it's about 8 or 9 months since we got started. My handicap's dropped from 22 to 13.3. And we're still working on the most basic of things. I think I had this preconceived idea that as I got down towards the mid-teens, that what I was getting taught would start to really advance. But as you can see, we're still working on the most basic stuff. Getting this turn correct is something that I've really struggled with, so I'm keen to hear from anyone that's had the same problem. What helped you to get through this part of your swing? What are the key parts of the golf swing that you've found challenging as you progress? We've still got a couple weeks left before we reach that mid-April point, so still aiming for those goals. Around with no 3 putts whatsoever. Haven't come close to getting that one, but I can still reach my target of getting under 13 by mid-April. Just 1 or 2 more good rounds close to the low 80s should do it for me. So hoping to get out on the course this weekend. Hope to bring you some more course content next week. But that's it for this week's episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Take it easy.